Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and in this one I'm playing with one of the new collage papers from Natalie May Scrapbooking, and it's from a paper that's got 3 on and they're called Autumn Girls. These new collage papers from Natalie May are absolutely awesome, and they are just so easy to use on your journal pages because not only have you got the image, but you've also got, if you want it, the inspiration for the colours to use on your page as well. So in this one, I've finished fiddling with my phone. I'm using a face of a girl, and she's got kind of blues and beiges on her paper, and so I decided I would use some distress paint from Holtz, and I'm applying that to my page with a small brayer, and I have put some clear gesso on the page before I did that. And then you can see I'm just mopping up what's left using a piece of ordinary cardstock. So this isn't distress cardstock, so it does go a little bit soggy, but it dries fine. So I'm just having a look which blue that was I've used. I think that is salvaged patina, and then I've gone with the darker one, which is peacock feathers. I'm adding those together, just layering those up. Actually, that doesn't look darker, that looks lighter. I think that might be that one, speckled egg. Yeah, so just going in with a couple of tones, and then this is a really lovely warm golden colour. This one is Vintage Photo, and again just applying that using the brayer. So this is just a different way of getting some colour onto the background, and again I'm not wasting that paint that's left on there. I'm just adding some water and picking up what's left and creating another background to use at another time. And then I think this is a little bit of a creamy colour. I'm pretty sure that one is called Old Paper. Not quite as harsh as using a white, and works brilliantly. So you can see I've taken my inspiration for the colours using the colours that are on the collage paper already. Now this one is peacock feathers, and here I've just watered it down and I'm just adding some drips onto the page as well. So just getting a bit more colour in there, and just another way of applying the paint onto the background. I just wanted to kind of create a sort of slightly messy background, because I find if you add some colours on, then it's easier to blend your collage paper in. Sometimes you can get that sort of more seamless look with the collage paper, bringing it into your page. I'm just adding more water to that and just applying some drips by tipping the book and just applying that paint to the top edge. And then adding a few splatters because there's some paint left over, and splatters are a great way to get more texture and pattern onto your page as well. So obviously once I've got all those on there, that needs a really good dry. And then I'm using the Sprouts mask, using the stencil part of that. This one is from Dina Wakley. And here I am using, I think that is Vintage Photo again. And I'm just using the leaf pattern from the Sprout stencil from Dina Wakley. And I'm going to just start layering a bit of stenciling onto this background. Starting off with a darker colour in the background, and then as I come into the foreground, just bringing the colours lighter and lighter. Again, just taking the inspiration from what's on the collage paper already. So then I've added a bit of old paper into the Vintage Photo to create a slightly lighter tone. Doing the same again, not changing my blending tool each time. So each time I'm using the same colour but just lightening it a little bit. So then I just decided that I was going to just cut a little bit more off that edge up at the top. It just felt a little bit, I don't know, a bit too straight. Another way that you can get, obviously, images out of collage papers is to use a water brush, and you just paint around the edge, and then you can gently pull the image away from the rest of the collage paper, and you have a much softer edge to your image then. So then this is a bit of matte medium. I'm just putting this in place. I'm going to stick the image down now. And you can see this image has got quite an organic feel about it as well, which is why I've gone with quite an organic look with my background, with the drips and using the brayer. And now I'm going to add some more stenciling, but I'm going to stencil over parts of the collage paper, which not only does it help to make the collage paper feel like it belongs there, but it also just kind of blends and hides some of those edges too. Now this is a clean blending sponge as well, and just going back in and brightening up some of those bits in the foreground. And then I was like, do I need some over here? Yeah, I think 1 or 2 would work. Just kind of just trying it out, remembering of course that if you don't like it and you've got a wet baby wipe to hand, you can wipe it away, as I did just those bits there, got rid of them. Then I wanted to just blend that top left corner by adding a bit of the old paper paint that was left on my blending tool, and you can see already that collage paper is starting to sort of melt into the page. So then I'm just adding in the whites of the eyes. This starts to bring that face to life, and just make those eyes pop a little bit. Then I decided I would go in with my black pen and just sharpen up some of those features. And using a Stabilo awl, and I'm just going around the face a little bit and the hairline, just pulling out some of those parts of the collage paper that have kind of melted into the background a little bit too much, and that just pops it out, doesn't it? You can see. So next I'm using a black gel pen, and I'm just outlining some of the leaves. I'm just going to pull those forwards a little bit. I'm just doing quite sketchy loose lines to outline those. Sorry about the neighbour's dog barking. That isn't my dog. So I'm just working my way around this mesh of leaves that is on my page. Just making those a little bit more of a feature, I guess, by outlining them and just drawing the attention to them a little bit more. So then I'm using I've used my dotty stamp just to add some more dots, and that helps blend those edges and corners. And then that's the stamp from Natalie May Scrapbooking with some text on it. And I've just used a archival ink in a sort of peacock blue colour. Now I'm just popping some white circles on there, just using this little bit of plastic tubing that I've saved. Just adding a spot of contrast onto the page as well. Look, there's paint left over. What do you do with it? Of course, you add some splatters. What else would you do? So I'm just adding some splatters as well. And then a quote to finish off. This is from one of Dina's typed ledger papers. Sticking that in place using some clear glue, and then I just thought I would just bring a bit of warmth to this little girl's cheeks, and I'm using these palette pastels from Jane Davenport. There we go, that's the finished page. So lots of fun creating that layered look using one of Natalie May's brand new collage papers. Keep a watch out because I'm hoping to get them on my website very soon. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.